Welcome to Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Department of Civil Engineering. Subject is Construction Materials, Unit 2 and Section 16. Section 16 is about artificial or industrial timber. Natural timber is a timber which is obtained naturally, and industrial timber or artificial timber is a timber which is obtained by scientifically processing the natural timber in the industry or factory. So the timber which is prepared scientifically in a factory is termed as industrial timber. So as we are processing the timber, we can give it the desired shape, desired appearance and the desired strength. The natural wood can be made into many industrial products by industrial process for building construction, for furniture making, etc. Following are the varieties of industrial timber: veneers, plywood, fiber boards, laminated board, particle board, block board, and pattern board. And in this session, we are seeing about particle board, veneers, and plywood. Coming to particle board. Particle board are prepared by using wood waste. Wood waste such as wood chips, sawdust, and wood shavings. These wood chips or sawdust are embedded in resins, means the adhesives or glue is used, adhesives are used to embed the wood chips or sawdust, and it is subjected to heat with pressure. And the type of particle board differ greatly in regard to the size, geometry of the particles and the density to which we are pressing the particles. The particle boards avoid wastage of timber as the entire volume of fallen tree can be utilized. So the fallen tree can be utilized entirely, full volume of fallen tree can be utilized for preparing the particle board. So thus it avoids the wastage of timber. The trees used for making particle boards are eucalyptus, rubber wood and waste of sawmill. These boards provide dimension stability, smooth, uniform surface and there is no difficulty in nailing it. So the figure shows the particle boards where the wood waste is embedded using resins. Particle boards have low strength as they are made from weak materials like wood chips and sawdust. It has low strength, so it is less durable. But the durability can be increased by covering the surface with laminates or wood veneer. These particle boards have good insulation properties. Therefore, it can be used in partition walls and ceilings of recording studios and concert halls. Particle boards can be made fire resistant by attaching a layer of melamine on the top surface. So these melamine particle boards are mostly used in manufacturing industrial furnitures. Particle boards are eco-friendly as they are manufactured by wood waste or recycled materials. Thus, it helps in environmental conservation to some extent. Then coming to veneers. Veneers are thin sheets or slices of wood of superior quality. The thickness of veneers varies from 0.4 mm to 6 mm. They are obtained by rotating a log of wood against a sharp knife of a rotary cutter or saw. So a log of wood is rotated against a sharp knife and the layer that obtained is a veneer. And this process of preparing sheets of veneer is known as veneering. After veneering, the veneers obtained should be dried to remove the moisture. The edges of veneer are joined and sheets of decorative designs can be prepared. Indian timbers which are suitable for veneers are mahogany, oak, rosewood and teak. Depending on cutting process, veneers can be classified as rotary veneers and sliced veneers. So you can see here, this is rotary veneer and sliced veneer. It depends on the cutting process. The veneers are used to produce plywood, batten boards and laminate boards. Veneers are glued on the surface of inferior wood and thus the appearance of inferior wood is considerably improved. So in this figure you can see the veneer. Then coming to plywood. Plywood, a wood panel glued under pressure from an odd number usually 3 to 13 layers or plies of veneers is known as a plywood. So a plywood is a pile of veneers. The odd number of plies of veneers are glued and they are pressed under pressure. The outermost veneer sheet in the plywood panel is called a face. The interior plies have their grain directions parallel to that of face is termed as core or center. Other plies which have directions perpendicular to that of the face is termed as cross bands. So, in a plywood, the upper sheets, outermost sheets and the upper and the bottom sheets are known as faces. And while placing the plies or layers, we'll keep it in direction parallel to the face and the other layer will be perpendicular to the face. So the plies which have their grain direction parallel to that of face is termed as core and the other plies which have grain directions perpendicular to that of face is called crossband. The plywoods are available in different commercial forms such as batten boards, laminate boards, multiply, metal faced plywood, 3-ply, etc. Let us see what is a batten board. It is made of solid core with ply sheets on either sides. So the center will be a solid core and we are placing the ply sheets on either sides. The thickness of core is about 20 to 25 mm and the total thickness is about 50 mm. Laminate boards, it is similar to batten boards except that the core is made of multiply veneers. The edges are glued to form a solid sheet which is then finished with 1 or 2 cross-bonded veneers on each face. The total thickness is about 50 mm. Multiply. The plywood prepared from more than 3 plies are designated as multiply. So, the plywood prepared from more than 3 plies are designated as multiply. The thickness varies from 6 mm to 25 mm. Metal faced plywood. In metal faced plywood, the core is covered by a thin sheet of aluminium, copper, bronze or steel, etc. 3-ply. The plywood prepared from 3 plies only. Only 3 plies are used in a 3-ply. Then it is known as only 3 plies are used, then it is known as 3-ply. Its thickness is up to 5 mm. So in this figure, we can see the metal faced plywood. So here it is aluminium faced plywood. So here we can see the plywood with different layers of or plies, which is an odd number. You have 3-ply, 5-ply, 7-ply, 9-ply and 13-ply. Coming to advantages of plywood, they are available in a variety of decorative appearances. They are light in weight. They are not easily affected by moisture. They do not split in axial direction. They possess uniform tensile strength in all the directions. They are stronger than solid boards as plies are placed at right angles to each other. One will be parallel to the face, the other will be perpendicular to the face. So the plies are placed at right angles to each other. The expansion and shrinkage are comparatively very low. They make use of rare and valuable timbers in a quite economical way. Coming to uses of plywood. Plywoods are used for making shutters of doors and windows, furniture, wardrobes, superstructure of a boat, etc. It is used for partition walls, ceilings, paneling walls. It is used for packing cases, aeroplanes and railways as lining for ceiling. So it is used as lining for ceiling in railways and in aeroplanes. It is used for shuttering works. So in this session, we studied about the industrial timbers, namely the particle board, veneers and plywood. Now we shall see the multiple choice question. In multiply, number of plies is 1, 2, 3, more than 3 plies. So a multiply is a plywood. In a plywood, minimum number of plies is 3. So answer A and B are wrong. If 3 plies are used, then it is called a 3 ply. So when more than 3 plies are used, then it is called a multiply. Therefore, the answer is more than 3 plies. Coming to second question. The thickness of veneer is 1 mm to 2 mm, 0.4 mm to 6 mm, 0.1 mm to 3 mm, 4 mm to 6 mm. It will usually be 0.4 mm to 6 mm. Therefore, the answer is B, 0.4 mm to 6 mm. These are the references, and this is our team. I would like to thank the team and thank you.